Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group angel reading for August. Now, it's a bit of a different reading because in August, on the 22nd, is National Be an Angel Day. Now, I know I have a lot of international friends and viewers. This is a fantastic day to draw in that energy that's already globally being circulated around. National Angel Day talks about bringing in that love, that support, and caring for others. Everyone has that ability to channel this energy and amplify it in your everyday and surroundings. That's what we're going to look at today. We're going to gain some guidance from the angels, of course. However, we're going to look at how we can amplify this amazing energy that is already around us to our advantage and to the advantage of those who happen to be in our vicinity. Those friends, those families, those people who happen to share the same community. Now, the decks I chose, of course, I went with the Angel Tarot. I went with Healing with the Angels, and then finally the Angel Inspiration Oracle. Now, like always, there are links below to all these angel-tastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. The selections I have for today, my friends, I have Rose Quartz, Clear Quartz, and Carnelian. I want you to quickly choose whichever crystal resonates with you the most right now, and then head below into the description box where I have some timestamps for each crystal. Click on your correlating timestamp and it'll take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello and welcome, my Rose Quartz friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the Oracle cards and the Tarot, so you get the fullest, so that you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the angels want to share. What guidance and insight can the angels share with my Rose Quartz friends for August? The Ten of Wands. Tens are that ending and beginning. That wand is all about that passion. Now, the Ten of Wands is that quintessential, you're working harder than you should, my friends. You're overworking yourself, you're causing yourself fatigue, and you're headed straight for burnout. The angels are encouraging you to slow down and lessen that load. Lessen what it is you're trying to achieve. We need to critically look at what it is we're doing. What we're doing for people, rather than allowing them to expand their wings and take those responsibilities on themselves. Now, I know many of us are caregivers, whether that be for children, elderly parents, friends, and family. It can be hard to try and lessen that load. However, it is essential that we start to balance things out. We keep going down this same path, and we're going to cause illness, more pain and suffering for ourselves, and then inadvertently pain and suffering for those individuals that we're trying to care for. Allowing some natural shifts to occur will support you in rebalancing yourself and your life. It's one thing to be a carer, it's another thing that we're running ourselves ragged. balance is going to be essential. And it can be a challenge because that means we're releasing some of that false power that we've kind of accrued as we kept doing more and more for others. They have a dependency on us. We don't want to see that go. We need to reevaluate those relationships and strengthen them in other areas so that it's a more balanced relationship for you and for them. The Knight of Swords. Knights are that adolescent no-fear energy. And it's very much what we need right now. Like I said, challenging that status quo is going to make us feel uneasy and unstable. We're looking at redefining roles and norms. It's also going to flare up our fears about that stability in those relationships, how those people need us. We don't need to be needed. We need that positive, loving relationship to support each other. We need to tap into each other's natural gifts and abilities and allow them to shine. When we start to rebalance that responsibility and allow others to be more accountable for them, that's when we start to see those relationships flourish in deeper and meaningful ways. I know as a parent it can be very hard to see your child take on more responsibility, struggle, and do it in a different way than what we may have done. Whether it's right or wrong, they will learn. And it's their right to learn and experience their life, their journey. Watching and supporting and nurturing them in different ways allows us to tap into different skills and abilities in, again, different ways. I know it can be a lot to try and take on. The angels are telling you to take those small steps. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching this video. I'm a believer in those small shifts so that you have that sustainable and maintainable change. When you start to release and rebuild in slow, steady manner, that progression is more stable. And in that stability, we find strength. Now, I love this deck. I love how they've done the major arcana and the court cards. I enjoy the pictures. I'm not a fan of the little blurbs, so please don't mind them. It's not about drama. This isn't about trying to raise some ruckus. Burdens, sort of, it's more the roles and responsibilities. I teach tarot and I am very clear. I don't like the extra pieces, the wisdom, the knowledge, the words that people add, because it does take away from our reading. And there's really no way to modify this deck so that it doesn't have that, well, they're usually one-word sayings, one-word statements to sum the card up. You can't sum tarot up in one word. There's books and books on the meanings of tarot. So be mindful of that if you're learning. And if you're watching this video and tarot isn't something you want to learn, you just enjoy the wisdom and advice, I'm not following what they say. I'm not following what Jane has put down on these cards. So just be mindful of that. So if you're questioning it, that's why. I'm receiving the information from the angels. The tarot cards give you that depiction and a picture to go off of. Now we do have the Knight of Swords. Swords is all about truth and knowledge. And we need to get down to that truth. Are we doing what we're doing because we want people to rely on us, to feel more meaningful, rather than rebuilding that relationship in a more positive, balanced light? That truth is going to be essential for you. because each relationship is going to be different, as each individual's abilities and needs are going to be different. We just need to be mindful of our needs, and we may have to ask for some help from other people in our lives and in those people's lives. So if you're caring for elderly parents, friends, family, we may need to ask for some added support so you don't burn out, and then we have even more challenges at play within your life and theirs. Then we have the Four of Wands. Now, fours in tarot are naturally a number of stability, and that's what we're looking for. We want that solid, passion-based stability. When I say passion-based, I'm talking about that meaning, that fulfillment. You know that that foundation, that stability, is created in light and love, with your abilities, your skills, and talents leading the way. When we have that very stable foundation, we're able to grow and thrive, which helps us to cut through more of that illusion that's kind of settled in. There's been lots at play over the last number of years and decades. Different illusions and energies have built up, just as the responsibilities have kind of fallen on your shoulders. Looking back, reflecting, and reflection is an important and essential piece of growth, will support you in creating that foundation that is more stable. And that's what we need, is that stability, rather than that feeling of burnout and exhaustion. The angels want you to have that stability. They want you to have that fulfillment. Most importantly, they want you to have those relationships that are balanced and positive, so that everyone has that ability to grow. So what I want to do in this reading, for the latter part of it anyway, is to explore how we can draw in this amazing energy of the angels and that amplified angelic energy of love and support. I know we were just talking about how we have to balance things out, and that's very true. However, we can draw in this energy to help support and heal us. So let's look at how we're going to do this. How can my rose quartz friends draw in and amplify the angelic energy into their lives and incorporate it into their everyday? Abundance. What a fantastic card. We all have abundances. And sometimes it's easier for us to see that abundance. For example, many of us can identify that material or financial abundance within our lives. However, we have abundances in all aspects of our lives. And that can be the trick, is to see that abundance. And then use those amazing parts and aspects of ourselves, whether it be those connections with people, our caringness, our compassion, our empathy with others. And that's one way that we can draw in this amazing energy, because this amazing energy can help heal us to feel stronger and more connected into what it is we can achieve within our time span here. Focusing in on what's going right, focusing in on those amazing pieces and aspects of self that you may not be focusing so much on. Like I said earlier in your reading, that reflection is key. When we focus in on how we can better use our skills, our abilities, and our talents, that's when we start to have those aha moments. When we're trying to decipher how to go forward in a high vibrational way, it's when the universe really supports us. We do have to be open to that wisdom and direction that the universe and the angels want to share with you. As you can imagine, some of that wisdom and advice can be contrary to what you're currently doing, similar to what the angels shared with you before. That need to reflect on practice and what we're doing and balancing it out. So being open to that wisdom. The more open we are, the more we're going to be able to start to heal and work on self, strengthening and reinforcing those amazing aspects and pieces of self. And my cards are catching up to me. Signs. Like I said, we have to be open to those messages, to that wisdom. And then being mindful of what's happening in the here and now. We miss those messages, that wisdom, because we're so caught up in looking forward or reminiscing in the past. When we're not focusing in on what's happening for us right here and right now, we miss out. We miss out on that guidance that's so essential for us. We miss out on some amazing, abundant aspects and miracles that are happening in our everyday. The angels are working hard, probably the hardest they've ever had to, because many of us are so disconnected and are missing those precious miracles and energy that they're wishing to share. Slowing down and being mindful of what's happening right now, right around you, will help you pick up on those messages. Help to reinforce where it is you're going. So how we can intertwine and utilize this information in bringing in and drawing in that amazing angelic energy that's going to be very strong and fantastic on the 22nd. Doing some reflection, setting that intention to be in the present. When we're open to it, you'll be surprised at how much that draws that energy to you. Those little shifts, those little steps will go a long way in attracting that energy to you. Your guardian angel is there and is just waiting to, well, almost push that energy into you. We've just had that resistance. Focusing in on that future goal or what we want or need, or getting stuck in what has happened. Be in the present. Focus in on what's going right. And if you're struggling to figure out what's going right, just be in the present. Take that time to connect in with what's happening. Go for a walk. See what messages and symbols are right there, just waiting for you to acknowledge them. Now we're going to go on to how we can support and amplify that energy within our communities. Now, again, this does not have anything to do with what we were talking about before regarding those boundaries and reflecting in on our practice. You can share and amplify energies around you with little burden, if you will, because we're focusing in on sharing that light and love. This actually will help raise our vibration because we're sharing that amazing energy for those who are important to us. And yes, that sharing can be with the same individuals that we're talking about before and may help with shifting that relationship and shifting some of that weight we're dealing with. How can my rose quartz friends share and further amplify the angelic energy with those around them? Be tolerant. It's a beautiful card. And an essential message for us. People are going to do things differently. Doesn't make them wrong. It means they're using their skills and abilities in the best way they can. We need to be open to and tolerant of the way people react, the way people do things. It's easy to have that ego response. However, it's going to be a challenge for us, and a challenge that we can take on and can be victorious of, is that response. We want that high vibrational response rather than that gut response. That ego response. When you take that deep breath and allow people to be on their path, supporting them, letting them learn, which can be a challenge in itself. We don't like people to feel sadness or hurt themselves. But within that tolerant range, we allow our loved ones, our family members, to spread their wings and learn how to do things in their own way. It's part of their path and part of yours. This tolerance reinforces what was said earlier. When we're more tolerant of individuals and the way they're going to achieve something, we reinforce their abilities, their skills, their talents, and we raise their vibration, and it raises ours because we're able to release those reins, let go of some of the false control that we have. And the reason I say false control is that control itself is a falsehood. Nobody controls anybody else other than themselves. So that false control, we release it. It's a learning curve for us and one that we need to overcome. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the angels want to share with you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page. And it's through my Patreon page that I can continue to expand my channel and further what I do. I love my Patrons and thank them so much for all they've done. You can go check out my Patreon page. I've left a link below. You can go check out some of the tiers and the perks that come with them, because some of those perks are private readings and healings with myself. Like I said, I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my rose quartz friends. Hello and welcome, my clear quartz friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and both oracle cards, so that you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the angels want to share. So we're going to start off on some insight for you. What insight and direction do the angels have for my clear quartz friends for the month of August. The Magician, the first card in the Major Arcana, talks about your skills and your abilities. Trusting in and working with those natural skills and abilities. Strengthening them by using what you have right at hand. Those everyday aspects and occurrences. And then, and this is an important part, tapping into that universal guidance and energy to amplify what you can naturally achieve and do. The Magician reinforces that importance of trusting in your abilities, nurturing and supporting you to expand and grow, shaking off some of that self-doubt and self-loathing. That internal shift helps us to raise our vibration and open more opportunities, more experiences that we wouldn't been able to reach out for because we're so stuck in our limiting beliefs of ourselves. When we get stuck in that cycle of what you cannot do rather than what you can, it's kind of a downward spiral. We get very stuck and stagnant. The angels are cautioning you on that downward spiral. They would rather see you spread your wings, just like this amazing angel has, and start to take that ownership of all that you can do, those abilities, those skills, and of course that talent. Then we have the Eight of Cups. Now, eights are about movement and manifestation. That cup, it's all about that intuition and emotion. The Eight of Cups is that everyday aspect of the Hermit, encouraging you to dive deep within ourselves, have a better understanding of all those amazing skills and abilities. Without that understanding, there is no way we can set things into motion. You can't use what you don't understand or don't even know about. The angels are encouraging you to take that time, reflect on you and your abilities. If that seems really daunting, which I can imagine it can, I have a meditation that I created a number of weeks ago with Archangel Uriel. And Archangel Uriel is the archangel of guiding us to the light, supporting us in stepping into our powers and all that we can do. I've left a link below to my meditation playlist. If you go there, you can access this meditation. It's free, and you can participate in it as many times as you need. It's 30 minutes, and it'll help with that reflection. Help calm that mind, tame that ego a little bit, so that you are able to receive that information and understanding of self. The Page of Pentacles. Pages are that childlike, innocent energy. They're full of playful, inquisitive, and explorative energy. That self-exploration and looking at things from that childlike, inquisitive mind. That we're going to get the answers that we're looking for. When you put a new lens and perspective to self, that's when we can ask those harder questions. The trick will be to be open to the answers that you're going to receive, because some of it is going to be in contrast to what you believe and what you see as normal. And it's okay to have that fear and uncertainty about this. and a little bit of resistance to shifting and changing. Anytime we're starting to rock that inner norm, your ego starts to send up warning flares that this is dangerous. Acknowledge the fear and the resistance and take those baby steps. The angels want you to succeed. They want you to use this pentacle of growth rather than cocooning yourself and causing more stagnation. When we take those baby steps, we're able to create the stability that we need to grow and flourish and take more baby steps. Healing and growth take time. This is not an overnight thing. You're not going to be able to click your fingers together and have it done. Be patient with you. Most importantly, stay in that perspective of awe and fun. When you have the page, you've got that childlike, playful energy. Incorporate that into your skills and your abilities. It will help you enjoy this process, and you will gain more fulfillment from what it is you're doing, from this growth and shift. Now that's the information that the angels wanted to share with you for August. Now what I want to do is shift gears a little bit for the rest of the reading and focus in on Be an Angel Day. This amazing energy is right there. What I want to do is look at how you can draw in and amplify this energy for you, to support you in this journey and in your healing. So let's look at that a bit more. How can my clear quartz friends draw in and amplify the angelic energy into their lives and into their everyday? Celebration. Many times when we're looking at shifting or changing or having that inner exploration, kind of get a funky energy of, oh, really? You kind of become that adolescent who doesn't want to clean their room. Do I have to do this? It's so much work. Rather than seeing it as a chore or something that you have to do, look at it as a celebration. Celebrating all those amazing skills, those abilities, those pieces that we forgot. When you incorporate that celebration and joy with that inquisitive, explorative energy, that's when you're going to uncover more, because you're going to have that higher vibration. You're going to be able to tap into skills and abilities that we've forgotten. Many of us have shut stuff down and buried it deep within us. And we did that due to fear, and that fear could be of prosecution or what happened to us. It could have been an incident or a situation that caused great anxiety within us. We didn't want that to happen again. And our ego was more than happy to shut us down. That fun, that play will go a long way in looking at what it is we've lost and what we've forgotten. Children very much connects into the Page of Pentacles, connects into that playful energy. Allow that inner toddler out. Allow that playful energy to just exude out of you. Take that time, set those intentions, and play. Play with your skills, play with your talents. Allow those natural pieces to shine brighter. because it's through play that we're going to be able to draw in even more of this angelic energy. August 22nd offers an amazing opportunity to draw in this angelic energy. The more people who are drawing in and attracting that angelic energy downwards from the high vibrational realm and space, the more of it that's going to be around. Now that leads me to my next piece of the reading. I want to look at how we can amplify this amazing energy, not only for ourselves, but for those around us. And that's an easy aspect to do, especially if we're focusing in on that high vibrational energy of fun and play. You'd be surprised at how high your vibration can go when you are having fun, and most importantly, when you're laughing. So let's look at this. How can my clear quartz friends share and further amplify the angelic energy with themselves and those around them? Be strong. And we're not looking at that physical strength. It's more that internal, energetic strength. It's going to be important that we maintain that stability and inner strength. When we're stable, we're more able and more open to some of the wisdom and guidance. Also, when we're stable, we create a stable energy that amplifies that angelic love and light. When we're stable, we help to stabilize others. So focusing in not only on that play and the laughter, but maintaining that stability within self. Even though we are looking at going into some unknown aspects, because anytime you're looking at going internally, your ego screams at you. It goes into a red alert and starts creating that false sense of instability. Making sure that we're using what's right at hand to our advantage. Using the crystals that you have to help create stability. So any red or black crystal will support you in this. Additionally, we can amplify that stable energy by supporting those around us. Even that good morning with a smile, and not just a fake false. This is a real and heartfelt wishing others that they have good fortune and a fantastic day. And you can do that through that self-exploration. Knowing that we can project energy of happiness and love through the simplest of actions, creating more stability, not only within ourselves, because you're seeing that reinforcement of your skills, of your energy sharing, but also amplifying that positive energy and sharing it with others. But also, you are wishing that person well. You're reaching out to them. Whether or not you know them or not, they could be someone who's happening to walk their dog. The male person. Reaching out and sharing that energy with little energy exertion from us creates stability in their lives because they had that connection. You shared that high vibrational energy with them. And of course you can do more. That's just a starting point. When you do extra pieces and go that extra mile for people, it can really lift their day, reinforcing that sense of humanity and caring. When you're mowing your lawn, mow your neighbor's lawn, right? Supporting each other creates stability within ourselves, stability within their lives, and brings in a more stable and loving community. We're not supposed to live in a bubble. We're supposed to be there for our neighbors, for our friends and our family. That's very evident right now. And the angels want to reinforce that. It's going to help draw down that energy, and then it's also going to help you amplify more of that angelic energy all around you. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the angels want to share with you. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. There is so much more fantastic content coming your way. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you want to support me in making more videos, you can join my Patreon crew. I have a Patreon page where the community supports me in making more. And it's not just asking for money. I do videos and readings specifically for my Patreon supporters. I've provided a helpful link below so that you can go check it out. I have lots of tiers and many perks. And some of those perks are private readings and healings with myself. So you get a lot for what you're paying for. So, like I said, there's a link below and you can go check it out for yourselves. Until tomorrow, my clear quartz friends. Hello and welcome, my Carnelian friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the oracle cards and the tarot. That way you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the angels want to share. What guidance and wisdom do the angels have for my Carnelian friends for the month of August? The Three of Swords. I like to say that tarot has lots of meanings. Like the cards themselves hold multiple meanings. Well, that's true, except when it comes to the Three of Swords. It is about that heartache, that pain, that sorrow. It's time to release some of that pain. Shift out of the stagnation. Start to embrace those amazing aspects and pieces that are right in front of us. However, we're not seeing them because we're so stuck in that pain. And don't get me wrong, I'm not minimizing the pain. This is about that growth and that movement forward. When we get to the stuck stage and we're hyper-focusing in on aspects that are causing more stagnation, stuckness, feelings of despair and hurt, we're not doing ourselves any good. It's time to take that deep breath, take that angel's hand, and step out of it. It's not going to be an easy, quick fix. Hold on to that guardian angel. Hold on to their hand. Allow them to nurture and guide you as you nurture and support yourself. You're the only one who can make this decision, and you're the only one who can take those steps forward. The stagnation will only cause further stagnation, further isolation, further feelings of despair and heartache. The angels are warning you that this is a slippery slope. It's time to get off this slope and focus in on what's going right. Your amazing skills and abilities and that abundance that you have. We all have that abundance. We have abundance in different areas of our life. It's just important that we start to acknowledge it, start to recognize what is happening for us and what is going right. The Eight of Wands. Now, eights are about movement and manifestation. That wand, about that passion, that courage, that determination. The angels are reinforcing their message of that light, that love that is associated with your passion and your creativity. Rather than focusing in on that pain, we need to focus in on that passion. That passion burns bright within us. It will lead the way. It can drive us forward. That heartache, that pain, kind of nails us to where we're at. Focusing in on what's going right, incorporating more passion and creative-based pieces and aspects within your day will go a long way in shifting this energy. I'm a big supporter of taking those small steps forward, creating stability and foundation for ourselves. Those leaps and bounds that people take, they don't have the reinforcement and the stability that we need as a species. However, that small step forward, reinforced with that creativity, with that passion, with that love, will help create a stable foundation so that when things do get rough, we don't revert back to this stuck space. We have other coping mechanisms that we can put into play that are more high vibrational, and support us and our growth. They support that greater good. The Six of Pentacles. Now, sixes in tarot are about balance. They're about harmony. Both aspects are essential for us. We need to have that balance within ourselves and our lives. Now, the Pentacle in tarot is about that growth, about that abundance. The Six of Pentacles talks about that need to balance out our energy. We've been focusing so much energy in this heartache space that we feel drained and depleted. Many of us are at a point of going, how do I follow my passions? How do I incorporate creativity into my day when it's really hard to get out of bed? It's about rebalancing your energies and where that energy is being drawn to or sucked out of us. If we're really struggling to get out of bed and incorporate that passion, incorporate that amazing creativity that we have, start out by working on healing self, reinforcing healing self, and nurturing you. A number of weeks ago, I did a meditation with Archangel Zadkiel. It's an amazing meditation that only takes 30 minutes, and it's about forgiveness. When we start to forgive ourselves for whatever has happened, helps us release some of this pain, helps us to release some of that heartache and those feelings that are draining our energies. Another meditation that comes to mind that can be supportive for you is one that I did with Archangel Shamuel. It's all about that love of self. Now, in the description box below, I've provided a helpful link to my meditation playlist. I've been working with the archangels, well, pretty much since a lot of us went into lockdown. I wanted to give you guys tools and the ability to start to work on this healing aspect. They're free meditations that are about 30 minutes. You can incorporate them into your day quite easily, going back to that balance. It's a guided meditation where you can just sit and breathe and allow that energy to support and nurture you. The more you're able to shift out of this energy, these feelings that are sucking all that life source out of you, all your energy, the more you're going to have to focus in on other pieces. Helps with that balance. Taking things one step at a time, working on you and supporting you to get back on your feet and unstuck. So that's what the angels wanted to share with you for August. Now, on August 22nd, we have Be an Angel Day. It's a day where you're going to find that angelic energy is so amazingly strong and all around you. The more people who are focusing in on and drawing that energy down to self from those high vibrational spaces leads to more of that energy all around us. So what I want to look at next in this reading is how we can amplify and utilize this energy. So let's look at this. How can my Carnelian friends draw and amplify the angelic energy into their lives and into their everyday? When we get used to an energy like that of the angels, we can start to draw it down on any day that we need, or every day. When you have that high vibrational energy within self, and that's very much what this shift is bringing you. We're going from that low vibration to the high vibration. High vibration attracts more. And so the more high vibrational energy you have, the more light and love that you have within yourself and your life, the more you're going to find that that comes to you quite naturally. The universe supports us and reinforces our positive steps forward with more positivity. Spiritual growth. This is very much a time for shifting for you. And like I said earlier, baby steps. Don't take the leaps and bounds. You'll feel unstable and unsupported and will easily revert back to this state. Like I said, on the 22nd, we have that angelic energy all around us. We need to utilize it for your greater good. And part of that greater good is going to be that healing. So the more you're able to set those intentions, and importantly, ask for it. If you ask for that angelic energy to envelop you and support you throughout your day, no matter what day it is, you're going to find that high vibrational energy right at hand. Angels and any high vibrational being can't step in on our behalf. We need to ask. So setting that intention and using our words will go a long way in our growth and our ability to amplify that energy. Right now, we're amplifying that energy of sorrow and heartache, and people reflect it back to us. We start to take those steps to the high vibration of creativity, of love, of fun. You get that reflected back to you. People in our lives, no matter how close they are, so it can be acquaintances, people on the street, or friends and family, we mirror back the energies that are being sent out to us. So if you have somebody that is in a state of sadness and fear, you get pity and that sadness reflected back. Many times people like to one-up you. Oh yeah, I remember when something like that happened to me, but it was worse because. However, if you have that playful, fun energy of light and creativity, it's contagious. People support you. The angelic energy that's around us is really going to help you with your spiritual growth and also your healing. Anytime we grow, we usually have that healing aspect as we're starting to release pieces and aspects that aren't serving our greater good. Children. Now, this isn't about that physical child. So if you are a parent, sure, you can tap into that childlike energy a lot easier because you have that playful, fun, energetic being with you. What the angels are saying reinforces that fun, that playful. We can't be playful and have fun when we're sad and we're in a space of sorrow. We need to shift that energy. That playful, fun, creative energy will help to heal what isn't working and causing stagnation. Healing and growth should not be something that is feared or becomes mundane. The more open we are, the more we're able to put the lens of that inquisitive, playful child into what we're doing, the more we're going to get out of this. And that's why we're here. We signed up to experience and learn. If we become that adolescent again, where we're tantruming because we don't want to clean up a room, you miss out. It's how you miss the dishes under your bed. This should be a time of growth and fun. That play will be essential. And like I said, when we have that play, when you have that playful, fun energy, you amplify that out, you're sending that energy out to others. That's how we're going to amplify and start to really shift ourselves. We need to be mindful of that energy that we're sending out because karma will also reflect it back. And having that energy of pain and hurt come back at us, well, it's not fun. Using karma to our advantage, using playful, fun, creative energy, having that come back at us is a lot more exciting. Helps us again grow and develop even further. And I want to end off on this video with how we can amplify this angelic energy to those around us. Like I said, people like to mirror that energy back at us, but they also start to absorb some of that. That's why many people who are empathic struggle with large settings. We feel very frazzled after going into a mall or a setting that has a lot of people. We start to absorb that energy. What I want to do is look at how we can amplify this angelic energy for everyone's greater good. Let's get into that a bit more. How can my Carnelian friends share and further amplify the angelic energy with themselves and those around them? Embrace change. It's a beautiful card. Earlier in the reading, I'd mentioned how we can't be fearful of this change. Our ego likes to resist change. The more we're open, the more playful and inquisitive we are, we're excited about this adventure, the more you're going to find that you're raising your energies. That vibration increases. When we have that high vibration and we're amplifying that energy out, it starts to attract even more. Like I said earlier, that law of karma. Additionally, you have the universe supporting you with this shift. The universe likes to positively reward us by increasing that high vibrational energy. Opens doors and possibilities and amazing opportunities for us, which again helps to reinforce and raise that vibration. When things are going right and things feel easy, it's when the universe is supporting us, positively rewarding us for that evolution and change. That growth brings in more positivity through opening more doors, more opportunities, possibilities, and most importantly, that abundance. The universe likes to reward us with those abundant aspects, including that financial that's so important right now. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the angels want to share with you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more fantastic content coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you want to support me in making more videos, you can join my Patreon crew. I have a Patreon page where community supports me, where the community supports me in making more. And it's not just asking for money. I do videos and readings specifically for my Patreon supporters. I've provided a helpful link below so that you can go check it out. I have lots of tiers and many perks. And some of those perks are private readings and healings with myself. So you get a lot for what you're paying for. So, like I said, there's a link below and you can go check it out for yourselves. Until tomorrow, my Carnelian friends,